morning, judges. I am Aditya Sari, class 10 student at Cambridge School, Srinivaspuri, New Delhi, and I'll be speaking for the motion. Hybrid learning, which is also referred to as blending learning, is the collaboration via offline and online discussions using several modes of interacting with course content using virtual learning platforms with tools like WebEx, Microsoft Teams, WhatsApp message groups, etc. Hybrid learning varies and depends on each country's situation, internet availability, and school's adaptability. In some hybrid classes, students meet once or twice per week for live sessions, while completing the rest of the course requirements in a distance online format. Other hybrid classes meet less frequently during key classes and exam sessions. Hybrid learning is utmost important in the current COVID pandemic situation as it provides continued learning opportunities and it is remotely safe. However, it includes a few challenges. I would like to mention some of the key advantages and disadvantages of hybrid learning approach. Advantages. Hybrid learning helps in maintaining social distancing. With fewer number of students physically in class, there is more of an opportunity for social distancing. Secondly, if an outbreak of the virus should occur, fewer people will be exposed to it. Hybrid classes offer more schedule flexibility than in-person classes. Rather than attending multiple on-campus class sessions each week, students complete more than half of their work online, allowing them to arrange coursework around their other responsibilities. Hybrid class work for diverse learning styles, that is, it adapts better for student learning styles than an exclusively online or in-person class. For example, visual learners can study slides at their own pace. Meanwhile, students who benefit from in-person meetings can still connect with their instructor and other students. A hybrid class can be the perfect introduction to online classes. Students learn how to use distance learning technologies, interact with instructors, and stay on top of their coursework. My learned friends might point out some disadvantages, such as hybrid classes usually come with technology requirements like a computer that meets the school specification and reliable internet access, or that it requires constant vigil and motivation. However, if we think about it in a logical manner, it seems to be the only way out in these trying times and will definitely be the way the future generations will study and learn. The challenges will remain, but we will surely rise to the occasion. Thank you.
Good morning, respected judges. I am Ismail Sultan and I will be speaking against emotion. COVID-19 has been prevalent for about 2 years now, and we have been in a lockdown since March 24, 2020. Now, even though the lockdown has been lifted, educational institutions are prohibited from allowing students to attend classes on campus. In these tough times of not being able to meet physically, students and teachers have resorted to virtual learning. In a country where virtual school was non-existent, this was a pretty big shock. The year of 2020 has been a nightmare for many students, but among them, many has emerged as top learners. Mixed learning is a not so new type of education. It is a system where half the students attend classes from their classrooms and the other half enjoys the coziness of their homes. It is being thought of as a way to future education. However, it is not as rosy as it sounds. Today, I will be talking about blended learning and how it has had a bad effect on our modern day education. First of all, in my opinion, the biggest downside of mixed learning is the use of technology. Technology can be rather challenging for some and is very much prone to interruptions. You might not be able to attend classes one day and go to school the other to find rocket science on your keyboard, which can be rather stressful. Second, virtual learning does impair the teacher a little bit. Managing both the physical and virtual classrooms, the distribution of adequate learning material, and even simple tasks such as keeping records of the attendance are rather hard and exhausting. This leads to the teacher getting overworked, which is not desirable. Other than the teachers, what about the students? Just like teachers, students are also liable to experience cognitive load. With the great range of possibilities provided by the blended learning model, teachers may start overdoing with the educational activities and content. Let's lastly talk about plagiarism. How do you verify that a box of text that you found on the internet is 100% accurate while not being pirated? You cannot until some professionals verify that for you. That is why books are made, but let's be honest. Who would want to flip around a 200-page book just to find that one highlight in that sea of information? There are other problems too, like both the parties not being able to adjust to the change correctly and end up doing something wrong, or the schools not being able to implement the system correctly. However, most of these would be fixed by going for either a total physical or a total virtual method of learning. I would like to conclude by saying that all the systems have their own pros and cons, and blended learning is definitely not the best. However, with proper implementation, with the help of blended learning, our educational centers one day might be able to recruit people from all around the globe.